If you were to walk up to the second floor at Spencer's Corner in Hot Springs, you'd see this Brian Wilson Photography logo and a poster of Santa. That poster would be your only clue that this small Hot Springs studio puts out arguably the best Santa photography in the country.
We create a little magical world of Santa and then process it in a way that it looks like a painting.
Brian Wilson has been a nationally recognized photographer with pictures of the famous and infamous, both nationally and locally. His unique Santa photo sessions are a specialty that are highly sought after from both corporate and individual clients. What's remarkable is that they are all done here in this modest loft studio in Hot Springs, Arkansas.
Hot Springs, look. Hot Springs is right there.
To understand how he got to Hot Springs requires a look into Brian's past.
I actually turned pro when I was 16 years old. It was 1973. I was really into cars and girls at 16, like most of us were, and I was really into cameras, and I wanted to go to the drag strip and capture a crash and sell it to Hot Rod magazine. And I held my camera up and there was a crash and I captured it and I sold it to Hot Rod magazine.
Brian had a dual role for years, managing radio stations and doing photography. Coast to coast from LA to Tulsa and then Dallas, moving every few years as the broadcast opportunities came and went. Then, after pulling double duty for years, him and his wife decided to retire to a town he had visited as a kid, Hot Springs, Arkansas.
In 1995, we were visiting here. My wife and I looked at each other and said, I'd love to retire here. What a great place this would be to, slow down.
But for such a creative mind, slowing down turned out to be nearly impossible.
That lasted about a year. My wife was like, get out! You are going to go back into photography full time.
Brian draws some of his inspiration from all of the things happening in the area.
I've never been anywhere where there was something going on every weekend. If it's not SpaCon or a jazz festival or, some cheerleading convention or something, there's something happening every weekend.
In the spring, Brian's focus is on weddings. Most of the wedding business comes from people out of town getting married here. But this time of year, it's the Santa pictures that are the draw. His wife, Michelle, of 38 years, helps him with the sessions, and no detail goes unchecked.
I don't know how to turn that off.
Oh, it's magic, Santa.
He found his Arkansas Santa in Little Rock. This rotund man with the big white beard calls himself Santa Pete. Santa Pete not only has the Santa look down, but a rapport that can make any kid feel at ease.
The kids walk in and Santa comes in, starts relating with the kid one-on-one, and he's just transcendent. And I'm just a fly on the wall, taking the pictures, capturing it, and I let him perform.
Say wow.
Wow. There's roughly about 15 to 20 hours of production time just editing the pictures. So there's a week's worth of work with every session we do.
Those who schedule with Brian realize these pieces of art will be family heirlooms, passed down for generations. Santa gets too busy during the holidays to visit Hot Springs, so Brian does his last Santa shoot on October 19th. For those who are interested in contacting Brian, you can find his information at the end of this video. I'm John Cooksey reporting in Hot Springs, Arkansas.
You're watching the Hot Springs Broadcast Network.